Since the early days of Minecraft's alpha and beta development, urban legends such as Herobrine and NHD303 have become synonymous with the game as a whole. Such stories often thrived on internet forums such as 4chan and group chats, most likely Skype, RIP, often involving tight-knit communities working together to crack the code. Over the years, this model of what makes a Minecraft ARG has changed quite significantly, for better or for worse, up to you. So take a deep breath and join me for a dive beneath the waves down the long and entangled road of Minecraft ARGs. To understand what an ARG is, we have to travel right back to 2001. Microsoft planned the release of the first true ARG to promote the upcoming release of the science fiction movie AI, directed by Steven Spielberg. Over the coming months, the team released hundreds of clues across fake websites, emails, fax messages, and even over voicemail. The game, nicknamed The Beast, was a roaring success with over 3 million global participants. A core community known as the Cloud Makers formed to crunch numbers and solve the mystery. 2005 saw the surge in the mass-scale production games and widespread attention in the ARG space. Spurred on by the huge success of The Beast, many companies turned to these player-driven experiences to market their product. Most notably, Xbox was on the brink of releasing Halo 2. Microsoft hired the same team behind The Beast to develop a buzz around the game's release. As a result, I Love Bees was born. Don't ask me about the names. This was a website-based puzzle-solving initiative that eventually spread to using literal payphones, more commonly known as tiki boxes here in South Africa. The game pushed people outside to gather and submit information when the 60-second phone broadcast went live, even featuring in the New York Times as a result of its booming success. Moving on to 2006, we saw a significant decrease in these huge mainstream products that had characterized the first 5 years of alternate reality games' existence. This is, however, the turning point in our story. Up until now, YouTube was only about a year old. Videos were still mainly personal vlogs and early gaming content. June 16th saw the release of Lonely Girl 15, or just LG15 for short. No, not the kind that makes fridges and dishwashers, unfortunately. This is considered to be the world's first web series, consisting of 547 episodes across 3 seasons. This thriller immediately caught on and was an overnight sensation. After the release and success of LG15, the ARG space went quiet for about 6 years, with few major releases bar a thing regarding Windows Vista, but that was doomed to fail even before it released. If you're still watching, thank you so much. You are now officially in the top 5% of my viewers. This is where we turn up the heat with the launch of one of the most popular game horrors of all time. As many of you know, Minecraft was in its early stage of development around the mid-2010s, during a period known as Minecraft Alpha. The veterans among us will vividly recall the classic textures, mechanics, and the ever-changing nature of the game with each new release, a phenomenon completely unknown to the modern player. Here's where our tale takes an unforeseen turn. Out of the fog and pixelated trees appears a character that would forever alter the trajectory of the game, and his name is Herobrine. Now, we're not going to delve too deep into his story since that would require a whole video of its own. I am, however, going to discuss what his sighting had on our community and how this was the spark of the modern ARG era. Firstly, we need to address the elephant in the room, ARG or Creepypasta. A quick look through the r/ARG subreddit reveals that for something to be classified as a true ARG, there needs to be some level of player interactivity, hence the G standing for game in its acronym. A creepypasta, on the other hand, is just another term for a horror story, not a true ARG. It's interesting to see how just searching for Minecraft ARG on YouTube reveals a long and trailing list of creepypastas, not actual ARGs. From the first Herobrine sighting right up until the COVID-19 pandemic, Minecraft ARGs, well, we'll just call them that for simplicity's sake, all followed a very similar format. Boot up an alpha release of the game, lock your resistance on Tiny, place some strange builds around, and then boom, you have an ARG. These videos themselves were often a gamble for views. Some of them, like this one from 2010, brought 7 million views. However, this one from the same year only got 24. An interesting phenomenon, but it wasn't until 2021 when the ARG space really started booming. The COVID-19 pandemic was a global tragedy that we've all experienced. Apart from the online classes, there was no longer an awful lot to do. This was, however, the perfect opportunity for the big names in Minecraft YouTube today. Intense boredom and plenty of time to spend. 2021 was the kickstarter of the modern ARG space, with the two big names in the game being Weefies and Retro Gaming Now, both of which I'm a fan of. The hits of the season being Old Root, Minecraft Stranger's Mystery, What Happens to Delete Minecraft Worlds, The Story of NC303, and Minecraft's Most Disturbing Experiment. 2022 saw the drop of Minecraft Alpha 1.0.16 versions, a really interesting series that multiple creators have looked into. By this point in our timeline, the ARG video style has been well curated and refined. Small channels create the series itself, which a big creator then breaks down into a concise video. These videos often took more into account than just the ARG itself. They are a production masterpiece, using sound effects, visual filters, and purposely selected music and other factors to keep the viewers on the edge of their seats. You know, we've all read that one book that just begged us to turn the page. Well, that same building anticipation was the core driving force behind these videos. Let's talk about what makes an ARG Golden Age worthy. A good one needs a good plot. We've probably all seen at least one of those videos where it's like, welcome to my totally normal, not modified, completely vanilla Minecraft world that I 100% just spawned into, leading into, oh no, a creepy entity is trying to mess with my world. Oh, what should I do? These videos are the most common form of ARG, and while they were exciting to watch the first couple of takes, the plotline is just so overused, and has lost all meaning to me. It wasn't until a mere 5 months ago, on October 24th, 2025, when everything we thought we knew about ARGs would change forever. If you have spent any considerable amount of time on the internet recently, chances are good that you've seen searching for a world that doesn't exist. Created by Weevies over a period of 4 months, this video is far more than just a well-orchestrated story. No, dear viewer, there's a lot more happening beneath the surface. This was an experiment, testing the limits of the viewers and the space as a whole. Up until this point, the ARG videos followed a very similar style, a series that a small creator put together that a big creator would unpack. Now, this is where Weevies differs from the model. He both wrote and analyzed the ARG, a gamble that would either make or break his career. And oh boy, did that decision pay off. A 40-minute masterpiece bringing over 23 million views. Yes, you heard me right, 23 million views at the time of writing, the highest view count of any Minecraft ARG that has ever been released. This video would be the catalyst for an explosion in similar self-analysis type ARGs popping up all over YouTube. Channels that have never seen fame are now taking center stage in the ARG space. This boost in popularity may seem like a good thing at first. I mean, new creators like myself are being inspired to step into the space. However, the problem is the same issue that plagued the previous boom of ARG series, cliched and overused plotlines. Creepy entities, players going missing, strange anomalies, and supposedly living worlds, I guess, to name just a few. Another big trend with these modern ARG videos is the general lack of a true web series. They often revolve around strange emails, Discord messages, and random Google Drive folders. My biggest issue with these videos is their over-editedness. I spoke earlier about how the Golden Age videos had well thought out production aspects. These new ones don't bear that same anticipation that was once the core driving force behind the past videos. Don't get me wrong, these videos are still performing relatively well on the platform, and in fact is quite similar to the whole unstable SMP ordeal. Wait, that's actually not a bad idea. Stay tuned to number on that video. Anyway, another major issue with this new style is the highly saturated space of ARGs, with dozens surfacing each week on the platform, many of which are just the same old boring plot, with some cool VHS break to cover up a lacking or non-existent story. This shift in style of the modern videos is actually not all bad. I've been pointing out all the flaws of the model up until this point, but there's actually a lot more that I discovered through my research that would be a great asset to the space. we've seen a big change from the antagonist being just a creepy entity or monster to the world itself being in turmoil. These releases have become a lot more than just jump scares, leading to some interesting stories. Some even explore real life struggles such as grief and loss. The next point I came across was a term known as version hopping, something which was actually hidden in complete plain sight for me. The idea is that creators pretend to find old game footage, an aspect also prevalent in searching for a world that doesn't exist. My personal favorite aspect of the new ARG era is a boom in liminal space-like videos. I am a huge fan of the idea behind liminality, the horror of the video stemming from the eerie silence and uncanny feeling of being alone in a place once bursting with activity. These storylines definitely moving away from Herobrine clones and more towards genuine storytelling, except those same overused plotlines I mentioned earlier. Last topic I would like to discuss is the future of ARGs. I personally think that, like everything in this world, this world will die down eventually. At the time of writing this video, the sequel to Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist actually released. I am yet to watch it, but based on the fact that it amassed 10 million views in the first 4 days of going live, one can only assume this is going to be a banger. Despite all that, I have a positive outlook on the future of the space. Once we've gotten through the initial growing pains of the new era of ARG style content, I think the space will look vastly different to how it looked just a few years ago, a change that's already making itself visible. New possibilities of true storytelling is definitely promising. As we have seen now with Wi-Fi's, original ideas are available, it's just up to us to tap into them. What do you guys think of this whole situation? I'd love to hear your feedback down below. As you've seen, the space is anything but stagnant, so new ideas and concepts are always coming to the surface. I'm also excited to see brand new creators like myself getting into the ARG field. I personally love this genre of storytelling and my opinion is clearly not alone. Looking at some more data, we can see that the general rise in ARG trends on YouTube, with that large spike you see there surrounding the first release of Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist. As of March 2026, the space as a whole still holds 33% of interest, a whole 25% increase from just 1 year ago, with March 2025 clocking in only 8%. I encourage you to do a bit of digging yourself. It's a very interesting journey as there's a lot more that I simply couldn't cover today, since this one's getting a little lengthy. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. It's been really fascinating to delve into the weird and wonderful world of Minecraft ARGs. As I said earlier, I would love some feedback, and if you guys want to see more content surrounding ARGs, let me know down below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm your host, Colonel Loaded, and I will see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm your host, Colonel Loaded, and I will see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. See you.